हरि ओम सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु विनावस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति
शांति शांति
शांति। ओम
अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य
ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया
ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया
तस्मै
श्रीगुरवे
श्रीगुरवे
नमः।
नमः।
नमः ओम विष्णुपादाय कृष्णकेशाय भूतले
भूतले
श्रीमते
पते
भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामी नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वते
सरस्वती
देवे
देवे
गौरवाणी
गौरवाणी
प्रचारिणे
प्रचारिणे
निर्विशेष
शून्यवादी
पाश्चात्य
पाश्चात्य
वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च
कृपा सिन्धुवेव च
पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः।
नमः।
जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा
कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे 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 राम हरे राम 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 हरे हरे।
अरे बॉक्स तो खोलो।
Hare Krishna. Very, very happy to meet all of you on this special occasion of Janmashtami celebrations and Srila Prabhupada Vyasa Puja celebrations online, of course. We are doing this celebration on the day of the festival in other festivals time, but during this festival we are doing it early because there will be many grand events which will be happening at different places, including Pune temple, many places, and at your societies. So which you can participate more nicely. So we are doing it. This festival is on Monday and Tuesday, but we are doing it almost 3 days beforehand. But yet it is our event wherein all the boys will be presenting, doing all the thing. In fact, it is your all Janmashtami. Okay, and during this event, I request everyone, if you want to tell anything, you please inform me by chat instead of speaking it out. Those who have presentation, they can surely unmute and do their part of presentation. The videos on during the presentation, especially when it is your turn to perform whatever, and inform anything by chat. And we have several other senior devotees also will join the middle. I will invite them as they make their appearance. I can see at least Gopal Agarwal Prabhu and Srivatsa Chandra Prabhu here. So before we start, we would like to offer prayers to Lord Sri Krishna as taught by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada taught us very nice prayers, especially to three important deities of our parampara: Radha Madan Mohan, Radha Govinda, and Radha Gopinath. So it is here. I request one boy to, I will call out the name. You can tell the line by line shloka, which we will repeat behind, and that same boy will read the English meaning below. Okay, maybe I'll ask now Nanda Krishna, please.
Yes, Prabhuji. Jayatam suratau pangor mama
Jayatam
manda
suratau pangor.
manda mater gati
Everyone, Mama Manda Mater.
मतेर्गति
sarvasva padambojau
सर्वस्वदाम्बोजो
radha madana mohanau.
Radha
राधा मदन मोहनौ.
Read the meaning below.
Glory to the all-merciful Radha and Madan Mohan. I am lame and ill-advised, yet they are my directors, and their lotus feet are everything to me.
Yes. Advait.
दिव्यात् वृन्दारण्यकल्पद्रुनदा
दिव्याद्बृन्दारण्यकल्पद्रुमाद
श्रीमद्माता श्रीमद्रत्नाकरसिंहासनस्थौ
रत्नागारा सिंहासनस्थौ
श्रीमद्राधाशीलगोविन्ददेवौ
श्रीमद्राधा
शीलगोविन्ददेवौ
प्रेष्ठालिपि सेव्या मानव स्मरामि
श्रेष्ठालिभिः
सेव्यमानौ स्वरामि.
Meaning,
In a temple of jewels in Vrindavan, underneath a desire tree, Sri Radha Govinda, served by their most confidential associates, sit upon an effulgent throne. I offer my humble obeisances unto them.
Narsimha.
श्रीमान रासरसारंभी
Shriman
Iman
Rasarasarambi
Rasarasarambi
वंशी वटतस्थिता
Vamshi Tatatata
करशन वेणु स्वने गोपीर
Karshanveno Swanar Gopir
गोपीनाथ श्री यशुना
Govinatha Sri Yesuna.
Meaning,
Srila Gopinath, who originated the transcendental mellow of the Rasa dance, stands on the shore of Vamsivata and attracts the attention of the cowherd damsels with the sound of his celebrated flute. May they all confer upon us their benediction.
next shloka is famous. We will do it together. Hey Krishna
Karuna Sindhu Deenabandhu
दीनबन्धो
Jagatpate
जगत्पते
Gopesha
गोपेश
Gopika Radha Kanta Namostate.
Oh my dear Krishna, ocean of mercy, you are the friend of the distressed and the source of creation. You are the master of the cowherd men and the lover of the gopis, especially Radharani. I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. Shri Krishna Janmashtami ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai.
So now we will begin our individual groups, the groups within the batches. They have prepared to us to share with us many wonderful things to remember Krishna and Prabhupada. To start with, it will be singing of a bhajan led by the Keshava batch devotees, especially Nanda Krishna and Gopal. So please, you can start.
Roger screen share once. Yashomati Nandana Brajabaranagara Gokulara
Continue.
Gokularanjana Gana Gopi Paranadana Madana Manohara Kaliya Damana Vidana Amala Harinam Amiya Vilasa Vipina Purandhara Navina Nagara Pura Vamshivadana Suvasa Raja Jana Palan Asura Kulanashana Nanda Godana Rakabala गोमति नंदन गजवर नागर गोकुल रंजन गाना हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम कृष्ण राम जय कृष्ण कृष्ण बलराम जय कृष्ण बलराम प्रभुपद जय प्रभुपद प्रभुपद जय प्रभुपद
Hare Krishna. So nice. We are having the darshan of Radha Vrindavan Chandra Srila Prabhupada at the house of Gopal, who has done the worship for all of us. So beautiful. Thank you so much, Gopal and Nanda Krishna. Hare Krishna. Wonderful. So now we go to the presentation. We have several presentations on Lord Krishna and Srila Prabhupada. So at first, there will be presentation by Narayana Batch devotees, who will be presenting on in Dwaraka. So Anand and his team, they are here. Are all of you ready, Anand?
Just a minute, please.
So please start the screen share. Yeah. So this pastime is the kidnapping of Rukmini Devi from Lord Sri Krishna. Very adventurous, very charming, at the same time very, very enlightening. So these boys, Anand, Damodar, Napesh, Siddhant, they will be presenting. I also would like to remind during the presentations, keep the time limit respect for so that everyone gets the chance. I'll be ringing the kartal when there is 1 minute due. So then you can start concluding. Okay. Over to you, Anand, please. Thank you.
So our topic is on Rukmini Haran Leela. So it's made by me, Gopi, Siddhant and Damodar Kapse. So I would like Gopesh to tell the glories of Krishna, which is heard by Rukmini. Rukmani ji hearing about Lord Krishna. Rukmani ji was daughter of Vishmaka. They were his father was ruler of Vidarbha. Its capital is Kondina. Rukmaniji's kingdom, father's kingdom, there would many great cities would come. So she would hear Krishna Katha from them. And he heard many pastimes and opulences. Lord Krishna also had heard about Rukmaniji's intelligence, beauty, and etc. Now Siddhant will continue.
Rukmani's decision to write a letter. King Bhishmaka decided that Rukmani should be given in marriage to Lord Krishna, but her elder brother Rukmi arranged for her marriage with Shishupal. Rukmani became morose, but she decided to take some steps immediately. She selected a qualified Brahmana as her messenger and sent him to Dwarka with a letter. The Brahmana reaching Dwarka. The Brahmana was welcomed by Lord Krishna in Dwarka. The Brahmana was very satisfied by the transcendental pastimes with the Lord and narrated the reason for his arrival to seek Krishna. He got out the letter which Rukmani had written to Krishna and read it. Mother Rukmani's letter. My dear Krishna, O infallible and most beautiful one, you have captivated me and taken my heart. I have decided to become your eternal maidservant and dedicate my life and soul unto your lotus feet. I have selected you as my husband and request you to accept me as your wife. Please come here and catch hold of my hand so that I shall not be touched by Shishupala and his company. Now my friend Anant will continue.
So my topic is on Rukmini's letter reaching to Krishna. So by Anand Chetak, that is me. So arrival of the Brahmana in Dwarka. The Brahmana arrived in Dwarka and asked the doorkeeper so that he can come and see Lord Krishna. The doorkeeper comes with the Brahmana to the golden throne where Krishna used to hear the court problems. Then after that, Krishna makes him comfortable in Dwarka, then arranges a bed for him so that he can take rest. Then after some time, Krishna wants to massage the feet of Lord this Brahmana. Then after that, he goes on the bed without the Brahmana's knowing and then starts massaging his feet. Then the Brahmana recollects that what was his purpose. So then Krishna hears that Rukmini's letter and Rukmini says that I'm fit for a lion, not for a jackal. So lion is compared to Krishna and not jackal is compared to Shishupal. And then he immediately tells Daruka to get the horses for his chariot and prepares to go to the kingdom of Vidarbha. After that, the horses, 4 special horses were there. Then Krishna and the Brahmana, they immediately went to Vidarbha and the Dwarka is stated in the western part and the Vidarbha is stated in the northern part. So distance might be there about 1000 miles. And they reached in 12 hours. At most 12 hours. And they reached in Kondiniya. So my friend Damodar Kapse will tell the story of Krishna kidnapping Rukmini.
Krishna kidnaps Rukmini by Damodar Kapse, that's me. When the Brahmana reached Vidarbha, he informed Rukmini that Krishna has reached Vidarbha. Then Rukmini decided that she'll go to Durga temple. And in Durga temple also, Rukmini prays to Durga Ma that she should get married to Krishna, not Shishupal. And then when she comes out of the temple, she tries to find Krishna, but she couldn't see. And by her beauty, Shishupal's many companions get unconscious. But Krishna waits, and when the marriage was going to happen, just a moment before it, Krishna comes and kidnaps Rukmini. And this was Rakshas Vibha. Jarasandh then Shishupal got angry and he started a war. Jarasandh, Shishupal, etc. were chasing after Krishna, who kidnapped Rukmini and was escaping. But Krishna was too fast for them. When the dust which was flying in the air because of Krishna's chariot, after they came near the dust particles which settled after some time, then in front of them was a full stretched army of Yadus. In front of them was Balram, was there and ready to fight. So the fight started. Then Rukmi understands their plan of letting Krishna escaping. Then he turns his chariot, then catches with Krishna, and Krishna fights with him. Then he was about to kill Rukmini. Then Rukmini runs and tells Krishna to forgive her brother. Then Krishna makes him bald with Sudarshan Chakra and leaves to Dwarka. Then marry Rukmini in Dwarka.
Mm.
Lessons from this pastime. Surrender to Krishna like Rukmini did. Be humble like Krishna was to the Brahmana. Krishna reciprocated to his devotees.
Thank you.
Very bold. Wonderful. Very nice. Congratulations. Thank you so much for the team. Amudar, Rupesh, and Siddhant. I remember yesterday till in the night they were doing preparations. They had their school tests, exams. I think all of you had practically. Some of them had till yesterday even, and they took out time to present us. Very nice, very colorful, nice photographs. Anant and his team, Siddhant, Rupesh, Damodar. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. So at this point, I would like to show one nice photograph which is made by one of our devotees, Raghuveer of Narayan Batch. He has hand-drawn painting of one of the Leelas of Lord Krishna. You can see it here. It is Kalia Daman Leela. So he has hand-drawn with many pastels and colors and many things like that. He had sent me a few days before. I think many of you also may have noticed that there is a painting and arts competition forum by the temple. You may like to participate in it. So beautiful Lord Krishna's dance. How long did it take for you to make, Raghuveer?
Only 3 days.
3 days. Oh, really? Very nice. Thank you so much. Wonderful. Very good. So we also have several teachers joining. There are His Grace Madhav Seva Prabhu, His Grace Yugal Sham Prabhu, Gopal Agarwal Prabhu, Srivats Chandra Prabhu, Nitya Seva Prabhu. They are all online. And they also have trained the boys in many aspects. At this, I'd like to call on the next group of presentations. One thing I forgot to tell all of you, which is very important. There will be a quiz at the end. And the quiz will be covering all the 4 topics which will be presented today. Those who do good in the quiz will be specially rewarded. So please pay attention as you all are viewing the presentations. It will be something which you will just sit and watch. You just need to carefully hear. That's it. Okay. So any of you want to tell any comment, please send it on chat. Okay. Thank you. So now I would like to call Keshava Batch group, that is Nanda Krishna and the team, to present on another adventurous Leela of Krishna, which happened in Mathura. That is the Leela of defeat and his party. So Nanda Krishna, please, you could start your team.
Yes, Prabhuji, is it visible?
Yes, surely visible.
Okay. So Hare Krishna, today we will be presenting on Krishna killing Kuvalai-Pida, Chanurmushtika and liberating Kamsa. So this is how we will go. So first, Krishna killing Kuvalai-Pida will be presented by Gopal.
Gopal, you are on mute.
Nanda Krishna can go to the next slide. So when Kamsa knew that Krishna will be his death, so Kamsa was very fearful. He didn't want to. He knew that his death was in the hands of Krishna. So that's why he called Krishna to Mathura to finish him. So he arranged many people. The Krishna can disable annotating.
Yes, I did.
So so many he had made many attempts in the past which had failed. So Kamsa he knew that it was he had very less chances to finish Krishna because he knew that Krishna was going to kill him. So then that's why he called Krishna to Mathura, and on the gate he kept up a very fearful elephant, which was very arrogant, and it was very dangerous, so nobody would go near it. So it was called Kovalapida. So Kamsa used this elephant in many wars in the past also. So Kamsa was thinking to let the Kovalapida finish Krishna. So then Kamsa arranged and told the person of Mahout to stand, to make the Kovalapida stand in front of the gate. When Krishna and Balram came to Mathura, so at the gate Kovalapida was waiting. So here Kamsa is ordering the Mahout to make the Kovalapida stand. So Krishna and Balram come, and the Kovalapida stands near him and attacks Krishna and Balram. The person above the Mahout also challenges Krishna and tells that you go back, like that he tells. So then Kovalapida attacks him. So Krishna dodges, and by his tail he drags 25 yards, just like Garuda drags a snake. And then Krishna gives a tight blow on Kovalapida, so he goes flying in the air, and he eventually finishes him. So then Krishna and Balaram reach the arena, and everybody are congratulating him because he had killed the elephant. Yes, so Jagannath, you can continue.
Okay, so when they entered the arena, after they entered the arena, many people present there in the audience, they start looking at Krishna in differently. So he appeared differently to different people according to their different relationships. So Krishna is the reservoir of all pleasure and all kinds of pleasures, both favorable and unfavorable. He appeared to the wrestlers exactly like a thunderbolt. To the people in general, he appeared as the most beautiful personality. To the females, he appeared to be most attractive male. Cupid personified, and thus he increased their lust. The cowherd men who were present there looked upon Krishna as their own kinsman, coming from the same village of Vrindavan. The entire Kshatriya kings who were present saw him as the strongest ruler and their chastiser. And the citizens of Mathura, they saw Krishna, the supreme personality of Godhead, and became very much pleased. And they began to look on his face with insatiable glances. So they were in ecstasy. After that, the famous wrestler Chanura, he came forward, and then he began to talk to Krishna and Balaram. My dear Krishna and Balaram, we have heard about your activities. You are great heroes, and therefore the king has called you. We have heard that your arms are very strong. The king and all the people present here desire to see the display of your wrestling abilities. So after that, Krishna gives a reason that why he should not fight with him, because Krishna is very young and Chanada is like his father. But Chanada tells that, my dear Krishna, we understand very well that you are neither a child nor a young man. You are transcendental to everyone, as your big brother Balram, as is your big brother Balram. He gives reasons that Krishna had killed so many demons in Vrindavan when he was younger, and he had just now killed Kuvalapida also. So after that, Krishna accepts his proposal to wrestle, and Krishna takes Chamar and Balram takes Mushti, another wrestler. So after Kamsa's wrestler expressed their determination, the supreme personality of Godhead, the pillar of Madhu, confronted Chanura, and Lord Balram, the son of Rohini, confronted Mushtika. After that, they began to fight, and to increase the rasa of all the audience, Krishna was also acting as if he is getting beaten up and all that. And the citizens of Mathura, they got very concerned for Krishna, and they were telling that this is unfair and all that. So Krishna, being Paramatma, he understood what is there in the heart of the devotee, and then he actually showed his actual root. And after that, he started punching Samira and Mushtika, who are the strongest wrestler, as a solid stone. But so Mushtika and Samira are just like thunderbolts, as strong as great mountains, and Krishna or Balram, two delicate birds of very tender age. This was the concern of the people. So after that, when Lord Krishna, super soul, the super soul of every living being, understood that the ladies and men in the assembly were very anxious for him, he decided not to continue wrestling but to kill the wrestlers immediately. Lord Balram was fighting with the wrestler Mushtika in the same way that Krishna, the supreme personality of Godhead, was fighting and wrestling Chanura. Lord Krishna appeared to be cruel to Chanura. He immediately struck him thrice with his fist. The great wrestler was jolted to the astonishment of the audience. Chanura then took his last chance and attacked Krishna, just as one hawk swoops upon another. Holding his two hands, he began to strike the chest of Krishna. But Lord Krishna was not even slightly disturbed, and at the end, both Krishna and Balaram killed Chanura and Mushtika. All the citizens of Mathura, they began to cheer, and like they were very happy. Yes, so all the citizens of Mathura, they became happy, and they started to cheer. After that, Kamsa ordered three of his other wrestlers, Shala, Kushala, and Kuta. So three of them attacked, but all three of them. So first one, Balram punched him. Balram punched the first one. The second one, Krishna kicked, and then he died. And also the third one, also Krishna kicked, and he died. So after that, when all the wrestlers they died and they ran away, Kamsa became very scared, and then he started telling bad things about Vasudeva and all that. So after that, Nanda Krishna. Nanda Krishna, we are not able to hear.
Haribol, am I not audible?
Yes, now you are.
Yes, we can.
Yes, come forward. Okay, now am I audible?
Yes,
Please
yes.
continue.
Yes. So as Jagannath has nicely described how Krishna killed Chanur, Mushtik, and those three wrestlers also. So all the citizens were very happy and were clapping in great ecstasy. But only the one who was morose was none other than Kamsa. So he was not only morose, instead he announced and shouted everyone, his people, that what he shouted, let's see. So first he said, kill those cowherd boys who have come with Krishna. Next he says to kill Nanda Maharaj, who was Krishna's father. And then he says to kill Vasudev. All the devotees of Krishna he is mentioning. Then he says also kill that enemy supporter Ugrasena. So actually he used to support Krishna, so he calls him enemy supporter. So at the ending he specifies without delay. So then till now Krishna was normally happy. One second, some list. Okay. So till now Krishna was happy, but as soon as he heard this, he was furious. And in fury, let's see what happens. He went to Kamsa, and then it's very nicely described in Krishna book how he jumps towards Kamsa's dais, and in fury he is now jumping towards Kamsa's throne. And this was the first and the last meeting of Krishna with Kamsa. Okay, so this was the first meeting of Krishna with Kamsa, and as you see, So here Kamsa knows that Krishna is his death personified in his front, but he wants to kill his death, as we know that story also. So here Kamsa wants to escape his death and kill his death, but still he tried with his sword, but he couldn't do it. So here Krishna removes Kamsa from his throne, comfort zone, and he throws him in the battle arena. And there the fight begins. So Kamsa's liberation. Even this is nicely described in Krishna book that in some punches only Kamsa is on the ground. So as you see in this video, just in some punches Kamsa on the ground. So here we complete the philosophical part, the story part, and we will be entering into the lessons and those parts. So, okay. So then after that, the demigods, they throw the flowers on Krishna as their respect and gratitude. And this was the end of the terrified situation with Kamsa. So now, what happens after Krishna kills Kamsa? Actually, there was an Akashvani when Devki and Vasudev were marrying. So it said, "O fool Kamsa," first sentence mein Vejati, the eighth son of Devaki, they are giving more clue, will be your, who friend or enemy, will be your killer. So when Kamsa heard this, he couldn't tolerate. So he immediately took Devki and Vasudev to the jail from that nice situation. So after that, Kamsa, each and every moment he was thinking about Krishna and Krishna, Krishna, and only about Krishna only. So he was thinking about Krishna in the form of Narayana with Shankha Chakra Gada Padma in his folded hands. So in Krishna book it is stated that authorities say that Kamsa attained Sarupya Mukti after his death. That is, he attained the same form as Krishna in Vaikuntha, it's stated. And in his previous life, he was Kalanemira. And finally, as we saw, he got liberated. And then after that, as we saw, Devki and Vasudev were in jail. So Krishna releases them and Ugrasena also he releases. And in this way, we end with the story. And also,
बापली जादू कुछ रास्ते में एक धार जादू के ऊपर इतना बड़ा तोड़ के
Okay. Even though Kamsa got liberation by fear towards Krishna, so imagine what will happen if we love Krishna. What will the devotees get? So in this way, we end up with this story about Krishna in Mathura. So thank you, everyone.
Hari Bol, wonderful. The team of Nanda Krishna, Gopal, and Jagannath, very wonderful. It was as if you are painting, you are taking us through animatedly, very colorful presentation. We have actually students from Madhav and Vishnu batch as well, and their teachers also are here. Our very senior teacher, His Grace Madhav Seva Prabhu is here. Prabhu, you would like to tell about the presentations? Madhav Seva Prabhu.
Haribol to all the students. Wonderful presentation. Sri Krishna Bhagavan ki jai. Krishna Kanhaiya Lal ki
Jai.
Everybody can unmute and say Krishna Kanhaiya Lal ki
Jai.
Thank you. So when Prabhupada was, first of all, I thank all the devotees who are presented from Keshav batch and Narayan batch, and also teachers also who are doing such hard work. When Prabhupada was shown the presentation in Gurukula, when Nayanabhi Rama Prabhu, he says that Prabhupada was so happy. He was appreciating every boy and encouraging him to do such presentation and dramas. Once there was a drama of Krishna, and one Mataji, Vishalini Mataji, was playing the role of Krishna. So Prabhupada went into that Dhamma place. He offered his garland after Dhamma. He offered his own garland and bowed to Lord Krishna as the supreme personality of Godhead. In another drama, Loitaksha Prabhu and his wife, they performed the Lord of Lord Ramchandra and Mother Sita. So after drama, again Prabhupada went. He offered his garland and paid obeisances to Lord Ramchandra. So when you are doing drama, that is actually reality. Because you're in the emotion of the drama, emotion of the presentation, as if the Leela is happening. And that's what who consider Prabhupada. So I really thank. This is a wonderful presentation which will take us to the actual pastime of Krishna killing Kansa, Krishna killing Kola, Pida, Chanur, Mushtik. Wonderful. Cool. So everybody will chant Hari Bol.
Hari Bol.
Wonderful. Wonderful,
inspiring talks, words. So at this time, we also have several students who have joined. So in that sense, I would like to heartily thank them for joining and enthusing all others. So we will now go. Okay, we have certain teachers of students belonging to Value Education Forum. His Grace Madhav Kripa Prabhu, His Grace Arjuneshwar Prabhu, they are also here. They also wanted to view all of you and then encourage us here. So we heartily welcome them also. At this point, we would like to now go to shift the focus of our festival to Srila Prabhupada, who actually made us all access the mercy of Lord Krishna, whom we just now heard about. Srila Prabhupada, we all know this is the 125th year of his appearance. So we will be celebrating in very, very special grand ways in temple and in many, many places. So the first presentation on Srila Prabhupada, before that, we have a small bhajan which is written by Srila Prabhupada on the way to Jaladuta, on the way to America on the ship Jaladuta. It will be by Narayana Batch Boys, that is Advait and Abhay Charan. There will be also puja to Srila Prabhupada, which will be done by Abhay Charan. So I request Advait and his friend Abhay Charan to start this presentation.
Yes, sir.
Yes. You could show the screen, whatever. Yeah.
Krishna tava punya habe. One second. Krishna tava punya habe bhai. हे पुण्य करिबे जबे राधा रानी खुशी आबे ध्रुवती बोली তোমার দায় श्री सिद्धार्थ सरस्वती सच्चिदुत प्रियते कृष्ण सेव जार तुलना से मोहंत गुरु जगतेर मदेवरु कृष्ण भक्ति दे थाय थाय तारा तारा इच्छा बलवान पाश्चात्य थान होई जत गौरांगेर नाम पृथ्वी नगरादि समुद्र नद नदी सकले लोय कृष्ण नाम ताले आनंद होय तबे होय दिग्विजय चैतन्य कृपा अतिशय माय दुष्ट जत दुखी जगते सबाय सुखी वैष्णवेर इच्छा पूर्ण होय से कार्य जे करिबारे अन्य जाति दिलो मोरे योग्य नाही अति दीनहीना तैसे तुम्हारा कृपा मागितेछि अनुरूपा अजी तुम सबार प्रवीणा तुम्हारा से शक्ति पेले गुरु से भाई वस्तु मिले जीवन सार्थक यदि होय शेष सेवा पाइले ताहले सुखी हले तब संग भाग्य ते मिलोय एवं जन्म निपतितं प्रभवायि कूपे कामाविकामं मनुय प्रपतन् प्रसंगात् कृत्वात्मसाचुरसिना प्रभवन् गृहीता सोऽहं कथं नु विसृजे तव भृत्य सेवाम् तुम्हें मोर चिर साथी बोलिया मयर लाथी खाई आछि जन्मा जन्मांतरे अज पुनः सुयोग यदि होय योगा योग तबे पारे तुहे मिले बारे तुम्हारा मिलने भाई आबार से सुख पाए गोचरण गुरी देना भोर कटवन छूटा छूटी बने काय लोटा लोटी से दिन काबे हबे मोर अजी से सुविधा ने तुम्हारे स्मरण वेला आमी तो দেখিলাম তাই আমি তোমার নিত্য দাস তাই করি এত আশা তুমি বিনা অন্য গতি নাই হরে কৃষ্ণ 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 হরে 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 রাম राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे जय प्रभुपदा जय प्रभुपदा जय प्रभुपदा जय प्रभुपदा नित्य गौर हरि बोल नित्य गौर हरि बोल
Thank you so much, Abhay Charan, who is worshipping Abhay Charanavinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, and Advait, who just so nicely sang the bhajan the song written by Srila Prabhupada. For all of your information, this song was written on the ship when Prabhupada was traveling to America. Thank you so much. Nice darshan. Beautiful deities. Thank you so much, Abhay Charan. Hare Krishna. So at this point now we will go to the next set of presentations. The presentations about Srila Prabhupada. If it was not Srila Prabhupada, we would not be celebrating Krishna Janmashtami. So the presentation about Srila Prabhupada, the first one, which is about his journey on Duta, will be led by Narayana Batch boys, Nikunj, Raghuveer, Nimai, Samarth. They're a group of boys, so they will be leading it. I request them to please start their presentation.
Yes, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, can you see? Krishna, can you see?
Prabhuji, the volume is very low.
Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Please go ahead.
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhuji. Just a minute, Prabhuji. Yeah, Prabhuji. I'll go ahead.
We can't see it in presentation.
Please kindly put your comments on chat.
Prabhupada's Jaladuta Travel by Raghuveer Krishna Nimai, Samarth and Nikunj. So the introduction is there by Samarth. So please continue, Samarth.
Okay, so today we all are presenting about Prabhupada's journey to America in Jaladuta. So Jaladuta was a ship. Its departure was at 1:30 p.m. at Friday, 13th August 1965 from Calcutta, India. And its arrival was at 5:30 a.m. Friday, 17 September 1965 at Boston, USA. And the luggage that was allowed in the ship was only one small suitcase, one umbrella, one bag, and a dry cereal and 200 Srimad Bhagavatam sets, which Prabhupada carried. And the health which Prabhupada had in the ship was seasickness, dizziness, headache, no appetite, vomiting, and 2 heart attacks. And the poems written by the prayers to the lotus feet of Lord Krishna was Markin Bhagavata Dharma.
Continue.
Okay, so now it is
So thank you, Samarth. Now the presentation will be Prabhupada's journey from Bay of Bengal to Arabian Sea by Nikunj. So continue, Nikunj.
So the Jaladuta is a regular cargo carrier of the Steam Navigation Company. But there is a passenger cabin also. During the voyage from Calcutta to New York in August and September in 1965, the cabin was occupied by Bhaktivedanta Swami, whose age was 69 and who was taken on board in a complimentary ticket with food. The Jaladuta, under the command of Arun Pandya, whose wife was also aboard, left at 9 a.m. on Friday, August 13. In his diary, Srila Prabhupada noted that the cabin is quite comfortable thanks to Sri Krishna for enlightening Sri Sumati Morarji for all these arrangements. And on the 14th September, he reported that he had a lot of sickness, dizziness, vomiting in the Bay of Bengal and heavy rains. On 19th September, the ship arrived at Colombo, Sri Lanka, and he was able to relieve from his sickness, seasickness. The captain took the Prabhupada towards Cochin on the west coast of India, and then they celebrated Janmashtami, the appearance of Lord Krishna on the ship. On that day, he distributed prasadam and talked about the philosophy of Krishna. And then he reached Cochin, where his Bhagavatam sets were shipped.
Continue.
Thank you, Nikunj. So now we are moving towards Nimai's presentation, which is Prabhupada boarding the ship. Nimai. Yes, Nimai.
Okay, so as we all know, Prabhupada, when he boarded the ship, he just had 40 rupees and one complimentary ticket he had got. And then when he boarded the ship, he had heart attack. And not just one heart attack, he had a second heart attack in which Krishna had appeared and saved him with all the incarnations and a big golden ship, which was far greater than Jalduta. It was compared in a picture. And also, normally people sometimes most of the people die on the first heart attack, and some which get saved, they die at the second heart attack. Nobody can survive the second heart attack, but Prabhupada, he survived the second heart attack, and he also celebrated Janmashtami on the boat, and also his birthday was on the boat. So he turned 70 on the ship, and he also as I had heard, he also distributed some books in the ship itself, and in Janmashtami, he had just spoken to all the crew members. Then he had given prasad, which he himself cooked. I didn't understand that how he cooked prasad in the ship, and that is great though. And he was also carrying kartal and one vidanga, which nobody could understand what it is, and that's my favorite station.
So thank you, Nimai. Now we'll go towards Krishna's presentation, that is Srila Prabhupada's journey in Jaladuta through the Atlantic Ocean. Yes, Krishna.
Yes. So on 1st September, while traveling on 1st September, he took a break on. They had a break on Suez Canal. Then they departed from there. Thursday, 9th September, while he was traveling in Atlantic Ocean. Friday, 10th September, he was feeling separation from Vrindavan. September 13, Monday, he made khichdi on that day and wrote the poem Krishna Tava Punya Have Bhai. Prabhupada remaining confidently by remembering orders of his spiritual master, reading Chaitanya Charitamrita and praying to Lord Krishna. On 17th September, 35th day, 5 a.m. reached Boston. In Boston, Prabhupada passed through custom and immigrations. In Boston, Prabhupada wrote the song Bado Krupa Koilo Krishna Adhamara Prati. And from there, he reached New York. And when he saw the environment of there, he said that this city is hellish life.
Krishna. So now we'll go towards the summary, that is by me, Raghuveer Jaballi. So the summary was that on 13th August 1965, when he left, everything was calm. But on the second day, he started feeling seasick. And on the third day, heart attack and severe health. On the sixth day, everything again became calm. And then he reached Boston on 17th September 1965. So after the sixth day, everything was calm only, and he didn't suffer with any disease because Krishna was with him, as told by Nimai. So one more thing was that in this whole Jaladuta travel pastime only, he has written the poems that all the poems that we sing written by Prabhupada are written while this period of time only in Jaladuta travel. As we know that Krishna Taba Punya Habe Bhai, then Boro Kripa Koile Krishna and Markine Bhag, that. So this is a little model of the cargo ship that could be like, it would give you an idea. So now I will present a brief cartoon. So Prabhupada was in Jaladuta on 13th August 1965. So then the Jaladuta started. Prabhupada said that I hope this won't affect my health. for only 5 days. Then it affected, and after that, everything became calm. And Prabhupada said, then, "Oh Krishna, thanks for the good weather." And then, while Krishna was with him, Prabhupada reached Boston and America, and then he preached the whole world afterwards. And we are here. Then we are here because of him. He has given us this devotional service of Lord Krishna. So Jai Jai Prabhupada. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Haribo, wonderful. He literally took us through the 35 days voyage of Prabhupada on the ship. Thank you, Hare Krishna. So Nimai, Samarth, Krishna, Nikunj, Raghuveer, they have put their efforts to study this chapter, which is in great detail in Srila Prabhupada Lilamrita, and they have presented it for all of us. So we thank them heartily by once chanting Hari Bol. Hari Bol.
Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
Thank you, Hare Krishna. Now, after Prabhupada reached to US, when he went to the American land, soil of America, it was not easy. It was laid out with much more struggle, especially in the place where he stayed, called as Bowery. It was as if a hell. So let us hear how Prabhupada survived. Not only that, how he made such people into devotees. So now we have devotees from Keshava batch, led by Chaitanya, Srirang, Srirang and others, to present on Srila Prabhupada's stay in Bowery and his preaching, the beginning seeds of Krishna consciousness there. So I request them to please begin.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, in this presentation, today we will be telling you all about the struggles faced by Srila Prabhupada in his brief stay at the Bowery in New York City, right from how the Bowery came to be descent to ignorance, Srila Prabhupada's struggle in preaching and delivering the youth there. So here we start our presentation. Now over to you, Chaitanya.
Thank you. So first we're going to talk about the history of the Bowery, how the Bowery became the place it became when Prabhupada arrived there. So Bowery has a brief history from about the 17th century, 1600s. That's when the place now known as Manhattan was known as New Amsterdam, and it was ruled by the Dutch West Indian Company. And the name Bowery came by because the governor, Peter Minuit of New Netherlands, saw that Boweries or farms lay on either side. It was a quite normal town at that time, with a dusty country road lined with quaint Dutch cottages and bordered by peach orchards growing in an estate of Peter Stuyvesant. It became a high road in Boston during the American Revolution and held strategic importance. And in the early 19th century, the Bowery became predominated by German immigrants, and later in the century, it became Jewish. And gradually, the city became a majority of Jewish city and the center of its theoretical life. Yes, over to you, Sriram.
Yes, so now we will focus on the atmosphere of the Bowery and how was it after its brief history. After 1870 came the period of the Bowery celebration of degeneration. Now let us understand about degeneration. Degeneration means like when the society as a whole loses the basic qualities such as we all know that drinking is bad for health, or TV isn't good and it's socially known as bad. But when there's degeneration, the society loses all these qualities and they think it to be good or not improper, like fake auction rooms and saloons and specializing in fights and whiskeys and knockout drops and dime museums and filthy, rat-ridden beard eyes, and all this was predominant in the Bowery. And this is where Srila Prabhupada found himself. The people of Bowery enjoyed drinking and taking drugs. Half the people in the Bowery had no houses and often slept on the roads itself. Thievery was not an unusual thing in the Bowery. The people had lost their basic qualities and the society had degenerated, as said before. But this is not the end. The Bowery had just more than it. The Bowery was living in the Bowery was said to be the last thing you would like to do on the earth. And when Srila Prabhupada had an electrician friend in the uptown, and when Srila Prabhupada told him that he was going to live in the Bowery, he was shocked, literally shocked, and he asked Srila Prabhupada to not go there, and he warned him that Bowery was like hell, and like it was truly, and not just Srila Prabhupada met this Foster, the Scindia ticket agent, several times, and he was fed up of Bowery, and Srila Prabhupada asked about the situation of Bowery and shared his thoughts. And this Foster, he also told that his car was too stolen by the people of Bowery, and this theory wasn't unusual. And before living in Bowery 94, Srila Prabhupada was living in New York, room 307, and there the janitor or the society caretaker, he stole Srila Prabhupada's typewriter and some other things, and in that theory, Srila Prabhupada had lost about $157 and worth of $157. So Srila Prabhupada thought of leaving New York, and he was going to live in the Bowery. And how Srila Prabhupada got the room 94 in Bowery has an interesting background. This room belonged to Harvey Cohen, and he and there was another guy, David Allen, with him. But Harvey Cohen did not know David Allen much. But in one day, Harvey Cohen met David Allen 3 times, and it was just coincidence. They did not know each other much, and Harvey Cohen took this as an symbol that he should give the room to David Allen, who was then like the disciple of Srila Prabhupada, and he thought that that room should be shared with Srila Prabhupada too. And this is where Srila Prabhupada was living in the Bowery 94. And now I hand on the presentation to Priyavrat.
Okay, so now we'll be focusing upon the struggle to preach of Srila Prabhupada in the Bowery. So almost all of Srila Prabhupada's friends in the Bowery were mostly musicians or the friends of the musicians. They were always into sense gratificational things like women, drugs, and music. And the way they appreciated Prabhupada, the reason they liked Prabhupada was that Prabhupada represented the Hare Krishna Mahamantra in the form of music. And I would like to recall incidents which took place in Bowery in Prabhupada's life. So when David Allen first met Prabhupada in Bowery, he appeared like a clean-cut college student, and he was 21 years of age. He was 6 feet tall and a blue-eyed, intelligent man. And he was considered a kid by most of his elderly friends. David Allen's meeting with Prabhupada had extremely affected David's life, and he had started to appreciate Prabhupada. And the bad habit of David Allen was that he was a very drug addicted person. So one day, on a dose of drug, on having a dose of LSD, he was completely crazy, and he started yelling and howling, and he went into Prabhupada's room where Prabhupada was peacefully translating on the typewriter. So Prabhupada was very scared, and he was scared and terrorized as this act of David's. So he immediately left the Bowery, and this is how the episode in Prabhupada's life came to an end. Thank you.
Yes, so Hare Krishna. Here we conclude our presentation. Thank you very much.
Hari Bol, so nice. Actually, it is such an important thing to understand the struggles which Srila Prabhupada went while travel, while staying in America and many other places. And these senior boys who have studied Srila Prabhupada Lilamrita very detailedly in their classes have presented it. Very thanks to their teachers, led by His Grace Srivatsa Chandra Prabhu, His Grace Amar Gaur Prabhu, many others, His Grace Madhav Seva Prabhu and others. And thanks to the team, Priyavrat, Srirang, Krishna Chaitanya and Krishna Agrawal. They had their exams finishing yesterday. They took the time out and they made it today. So thank you so much. At this point, I would also thank all the participants, many teachers who have joined of Madhava, Narayana, many Vishnu batch, Keshav batch boys. Their teachers have joined here to encourage all of you. So we thank them. Also, you might have seen that in the chat, there is a link which is posted. The link is about a quiz, which will be launched soon. Before the launch of the quiz, I would like to call His Grace Nitya Seva Prabhu. Prabhuji is the executive of Vidyashrama Administration Committee. He is, in fact, taking so many efforts to integrate, leverage, and help all of us to learn Krishna consciousness so nicely in this community of Shri Shri Radha Vrindavan Chandra and Srila Prabhupada. So I request His Grace Nitya Seva Prabhu to tell final words of appreciation for all the devotees.
Yeah, thank you very much. Very nice session. In fact, our Janmashtami, we can say, is already kicked off, although real Janmashtami is on Monday. But you can say this is a pre-Janmashtami session for all of us. Thank you all the boys for preparing our consciousness, for welcoming Lord Krishna in all of our life, in our hearts. And very enlightening presentation, lot of hard work from everyone. That animated presentations and some pastimes, especially Srila Prabhupada's lives. Pastimes, very, very inspiring for all of us. As Chaitanya Prasad Prabhu said, if it was not Prabhupada, we would not have taken to Krishna consciousness. So we are really grateful to Srila Prabhupada. And this year is a special year, 125th anniversary of Srila Prabhupada. And I see many of the boys has already given their offerings for the glorification of Prabhupada. So that shows your enthusiasm and appreciation to Srila Prabhupada. And surely Srila Prabhupada will be pleased with all of your endeavors, and so that we can march our journey towards ultimate destination of reaching to Lord Krishna. So thanks again, all the boys. And I know there were exams for many of you, but still you took out some time and prepared well on all your topics about Lord Krishna, Prabhupada. And also thanks to all the teachers, especially Chaitanya Prasad Prabhu, Madhav Seva Prabhu, Yugal Shah Prabhu, Srivasa Chandra Prabhu, for coordinating these efforts very nicely and wonderfully. It was a tight schedule, but very well prepared. And I like the poem which was sung by Advait also. Very nicely composed and narrated. So that was heart-touching, how Prabhupada wrote those words. So you took us to Jaladuta journey with you, with Prabhupada. So thank you, everyone. It was a really wonderful session. Thank you, Chaitanya Prasad Prabhu, for organizing.
Thank you very much. There is an important announcement which may excite many of you. So there is this year, because of the COVID pandemic, we are not physically gathering together, and hence we did it online. But there is good news. There is a children's Janmashtami happening in the temple the day before Janmashtami, actual Janmashtami. That is, it will be happening on this Sunday. It is majorly led by His Grace Madhav Kripa Prabhu and the team of Central Value Education, Center for Value Education. At this have different events like starting from Abhishek, which will be led by boys, recitation, bhajan, skits, cultural performances, ending with prasadam. Only thing we always feel saddened in online is we can't give you prasadam, which we will surely have at the day of the festival, which will be led by Madhav Kripa Prabhu. Madhav Kripa Prabhu, would you like to tell anything to us?
Hare Krishna.
I would like to.
So
Hare
this,
Krishna, it was very
just
nice.
a minute,
hearing-
just a minute. I'm very sorry, just a minute. This physical Janmashtami, which will be there, it will be for the elder boys whose age is about 10. So it will be for Keshav and Narayana. Okay, yeah, please prepare.
Hare Krishna. So I'm very grateful to get a chance to witness all of you presenting nicely the Mathura Vijay part and also the Prabhupada's pastimes. It was very, very nice. And there is a very nice opportunity for you because you get so much. You can also share those who don't get so much. We have value education students who are able to come only once a week or twice a week. So there is a nice opportunity. You have been getting so much from your childhood. So a nice time to celebrate Janmashtami with them. You can be part of organizing team, right from part of Abhishek of Radha Krishna and also of Srila Prabhupada because it is his 125th Vyas Puja. So that will also be happening. So you can be part of Abhishek team. You can also be part of drama team. We are trying to present a drama. We'll be preparing today onwards and mostly it will be done. And it is only on afternoon, Sunday afternoon from 3 to 5:30 p.m. And of course, there will be prasadam, there will be dancing kirtan. So you all might be missing coming together and dancing and wine dancing kirtan and also having nice prasadam and all. So that all will be part of this festival. So it is nice opportunity. So all those who are interested, maybe they can, how they can communicate to, they'll communicate to Chetan Prasad Prabhu.
Yeah, we will be posting on the WhatsApp group. The interested boys, even now they can reply on chat if they want to participate in the physical Janmashtami. You have to also mention, your parents are also welcome. Your brothers and sisters also are welcome. You have to mention how many from your family will be coming because Prabhu is so kindly offering prasadam. So we will also have that facility. So please reply on chat to me if you are willing to participate. The rehearsals for this event will be from today.
Prabhuji.
4 p.m. will be the rehearsal at the temple, Bhakti Vedanta Hall. Boys, I know that all of you are solving the quiz. Just a minute, so quiz can wait. Hear me again. The rehearsals for the event will start physically at Bhakti Vedanta Hall today at 4 p.m. Those who are interested should join that rehearsal. Those who come there only will be finalized. You can't enter at the later point of time.
Prabhuji, kaun sa rehearsal?
Rehearsal for the Janmashtami of Sunday event. Physical Janmashtami, children's Janmashtami. It's a children's Janmashtami event which is happening.
We are doing drama.
Yeah, drama also.
In case you want to participate in drama, then for that, or in case you have some mono act play or some singing you want to do, or you want to participate in Abhishek, that part, so some responsibilities will be allotted that time. Thank you.
So thank you so much, Madhav Prabhu, for giving us this opportunity when we could not come together for many other reasons. So at this point, I would congratulate all of you for being part of this special 125th year Srila Prabhupada's Vyas Puja event and also Krishna Janmashtami event. You have already gotten the quiz link. So if you have not, please, you could start the quiz. Who will do good in the quiz, we will specially reward them after Janmashtami. So please take a note. And those who want to participate in this physical Janmashtami, which will be for Keshav and Narayana batch, I say it again, Keshav and Narayana batch, and not for Madhav and Vishnu because they are young. For them, there is some separate arrangement being made. So for Narayana and Keshava boys, they can please give their names on chat. I'm receiving some names here.
Georgie, we have to put our names if you want to participate, or we choose one.
Names if you want to participate, along with your parents also, you can mention it. Okay. I hope all of you are relishing the quiz, which was just the topics of presentation of all of you. Okay. Thank you so much. I believe you all have schools starting at 8:10, but we could make it the whole event very well. I will also be floating the whole announcement on the group. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Shri Krishna Janmashtami ki jai. Nitai Gaur Premanande.
Hari Hari Bol.
Mancha Kalpataru Krishna Kripa Sandukhe Vacha.
Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha.
Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai.
Jai.
Not start. The quiz is only goal.
Prabhuji, I finished the quiz.
Raji, I finished.
Raji, I also finished the quiz.
Even I finished, Raji.
It was only
Yeah, I finished and I am
Raji, I
on
am
the first rank for now.
Raji, I'm
the
second.
Very nice.
I am seventh. Raji, I'm second.
Now
Raji, I'm 50%.
I got 67 or 66%.
I got 91%.
91%.
I got 83%. I got 58%.
Good for
I
you.
got 7 upon 40. Score is
2 upon
1.
40.
No, I got 10,085.
Wait, what?
10,085 score.
Oh,
The
that.
9th question was wrong. The 9th question was only wrong.
Yeah, for
But I was a bit slow, that's why. Because Prabhuji had told to stop that in the middle.
I'm doing it
Raji,
again.
I did all correct. Mine all was
Prabhuji, you're on mute.
But you're
Prabhuji, you're on mute.
Okay, sorry. I will end the session at this point now. I have received few of the names. Narasimha. Yeah. So please, if you want to consult your father or mother and how you want to participate, please consult them. But the rehearsal will start at sharp 4 p.m. in Bhaktivedanta Hall. Please note that time. It will go for 1.5 hours because there will be many discussions which Prabhu will lead us. Thank you.
Prabhuji,
Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, if someone is outside you and Narayan group, is that okay if they join?
You could call us after the in the daytime to check this progress. Okay. I will also.
Okay, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Mother Sir.
Hare Prabhuji.
Yeah.